It's Carter Sports back. And today we finna talk about this heater that Lincoln Riley is sitting on, hiring all these NFL coaches, trying to build a dynasty. So let's go.
Disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Man, Lincoln Riley ain't playing no games, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all better believe it. Y'all better believe it. We trying to build something that's untouchable. This how you build something that's untouchable. Bring in another NFL assistant, Skylar Jones from the Rams, another defensive line coach. What y'all talking about? This is what you do. This is what you do. This how you build eliteness. You know what I'm talking about? Skylar Jones used to coach at Norfolk State. Defensive line coach there, 2021. He was with the Rams. He was with Oregon. And now he coming to SC. A native New Orleans. You know what I'm talking about? A Southern kid with them Southern ties again. Henderson and Jones is both from the South, so that should help us with some recruiting down there for sure. Lincoln Riley ain't playing, man. He's sitting on a heater with his coaching. Lincoln Riley is trying to build the greatest defensive coaching staff he possibly could build. You know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? We got 2 NFL defensive line coaches. I know he hired as an analyst, but best believe he gonna be out on that practice field running drills. Know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna sit in the office. I bet believe he gonna be out there on that field assisting Eric Henney. You know what I'm saying? His homeboy. You know what I'm saying? They finna run it. They finna run it up. See, this is just out of respect to Sean Newell. Keep Sean Newell the defensive line assistant coach. You can't have 2 defensive line assistant coaches, right? So we just gonna bring you under. We love Sean Newell, but we gonna bring you under as an analyst. But now we got 3 elite defensive line coaches with resume. Newell, Skylar Jones, now and Eric Henney. Come on now. Defensive linemen, where y'all at, man? Defensive linemen, where y'all at? How can y'all not want to come to SC? If you, I'm just talking defensive linemen. Know what I'm talking about? I'm just talking D linemen. Come on now, man. Who would want to play in the trenches for SC? Who would want to play in the trenches for SC with this coaching staff, man? Any kid with a high IQ is want to come to USC, especially if you play defensive line. Ain't that funny? Just a couple months ago, we was the last place you wanted to go if you played defense. Now we the number 1 place if you do your research, if you do your homework and see what the coaching we got. So I gotta give Lincoln Riley credit. Cause now the only reason if you don't come to USC and you playing in them trenches, if you about the immediate bag. But if you see the bag in the future, if you a patient young man and know you gonna get that bag in the fall, you gonna come ball at USC. Lincoln Riley becoming a monster. He heard all that noise. See, Lincoln Riley, he ain't an old coach, right? So he more tapped into social media and stuff that goes on than to say maybe Nick Saban or an older coach, right? So he hear all the slander he get. And Lincoln Riley is a part, when he's 39, 40, he's a part of that generation. He's still a young man, so he still got that pride in, oh, I'm going to show y'all something. See, we got Lincoln Riley at a young enough age where he's still growing. And this pressure at USC being magnified, the pressure we got at LA is forcing him to adapt and evolve to even a greater coach. Lincoln Riley really said, you know what? Defense is going to be my strength. I'm putting everything into the defense. Because we know the offense going to come, right? So Lincoln Riley finally got that point. And if we ever get our NIL game together, oh my God. If we ever get our NIL game together, oh my God. And I think we will eventually, right? So Lincoln Riley is sitting on the heater, man, with these coaching hires. Where y'all at? I know it's a lot of defensive linemen in the 2024 class thinking about, man, maybe I should have gave USC a harder look. Right? So the skies is up. I just made the video of the fall and re-rise of USC, and this is why. They ain't playing. And you know, I keep it real. I talked a lot of crap about Lincoln Riley for keeping Alex Grinch. I was Lincoln Riley's biggest critic. But right now, I'm his biggest fan, man. I'm his biggest fan, and I'm telling the recruits, I'm telling the fan base, hey man, USC is the place to be for defensive linemen now. I don't care what nobody's saying. And the whole defense, I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care what nobody's saying. So bad, it's Carter Sports. Lincoln Riley on that heater. Let's welcome Skylar Jones to the family. Out that NOLA. You feel me? New Orleans. And this USC, baby, we doing our thing, man. We doing our thing. I ain't gonna get too deep in this one. This is just a little quick hit or not. You know what I'm saying? I get to ranting because this big. I'm hyped up and I'm pumped. Don't let the defense come out dominating in the spring ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I feel like every single damn player we got on defense is gonna look different next year. Best believe that. But I'm finna keep y'all updated. Riley on his heater. And he on that jet. He putting a lot of miles on that jet. Running around here recruiting as he should. So I can say Lincoln Riley ain't no quitter. And I see Lincoln Riley is trying even harder than what he did when he first came. Like, he really accepting this challenge, like, with the limitations we got and all. Like, some coaches could hear all the stuff we done said and all the critics and be hard-headed, stubborn, and still try to do things their way with their pride. But it seemed like Lincoln Riley took it for few in the right direction. Not to cry about it, but to do something about it. Know what I'm saying? Ain't that what the black mama said? You can either cry about it or do something about it. And I'm proud of Lincoln for doing something about it, man, because he could have went the other way for real. Y'all be surprised. So maybe Lincoln Riley is a gem. Because at first I was like, I don't know. I didn't say he was a glorified offensive coordinator. Hey. He might make me look foolish. And I don't love to look foolish because I'm a USC fan. So prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'll be more happy than anybody. Right? Before I go, Lincoln Riley, he understanding one thing. And that's what I've been saying this whole time when I was criticizing. A great head coach and leader becomes great by putting other people in position of leadership. Great coaches become great by having other great coaches with them, by building a great coaching staff. And to be a great leader, you got to know how to put position in power. So if you run in a country or you a CEO of a company, you got to know who make the manager. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who make the assistant manager, the district manager, and your supervisors, right? The better them decisions, the better your team's gonna be, no matter how smart you is, no matter how many years you spent in college taking business classes. If you don't hire the right people that you need, your business gonna fail. You could be Albert Einstein. And Lincoln Riley has realized that, man. So he putting the coaches in position. He putting young Lincoln Rileys, young up and coming great coaches. You know what I'm saying? Not this a coach that just there. You know what I'm saying? It's a coach that just been coaching a while, knew the right people. You know, like these are elite people, especially when you grab them from the NFL level and bringing them down to the college level. Like these ain't just no anybody coaches that just come from good universities that had good jobs. No, like you got Doug Belk out of Houston. He sent 4 or 5 DBs to the NFL in just a 5-year period. You got Ince. He won 2 national championships at the linebacker coach. Like, then you got Eric Henney, NFL coach. Aaron Donald, then the head defensive coordinator, Deanton Lane, NFL. Every coach we got on the defensive staff either sent plenty players to the NFL, coached at a high level in the NFL, or won national championships. The only coach we got that ain't associated with the NFL won that multiple national championships. What y'all talking about is Carter Sports, it's SC, and we coming. Let's go. Know what I'm talking about? I don't even want to leave, but I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Carter Sports, baby, I'm for real this time. I know. Skylar Jones, welcome to the family, man. Let's go.